Alright, in this video we're going to review where we left off last year in creating symbols and distributing to layers, creating motion tweens, and using the timeline with frames and keyframes. So to save a little bit of time, what we're going to be doing today is animating your name, the letters in your name. So I've already drawn out the letters of my name using the pencil tool and the paint bucket tool. So just to refresh your memory, to convert it to a symbol, I need to be on the top arrow, and I'm going to drag a box around the letter. And I've already done this, so yours will just come out highlighted. And what I want to do is I want to go down to convert to symbol and give it a name. Make sure it's in graphic mode here, and then press OK. Then we want to right click again and distribute it down to the layers. So you're going to do that for each one, dragging a box around the letter, right clicking, converting it to a symbol, giving it a letter, and then distributing it down to the layers. Now I've already got all my symbols here, so I don't need to do that. So since I've already created all the symbols, I'm not going to repeat that. What I'll do is I'll add in a layer, and I'm just going to distribute it to the layers. I don't know why I added a folder. So I got a layer there. I need an L. I'm just going to right click, distribute to layers, right click, distribute to layers. Make sure you've converted to symbols before you've distributed to layers. Okay. So now I've got all the letters of my name, and I'm also going to add another layer. And on this layer I'm just going to draw in a background rectangle that's filled in, so I have some kind of backdrop. Now we need to select a bunch of frames, so I'll just go it near the end somewhere. I'm going to click and drag back and highlight all of those. And I'll right click and I'm going to insert, oh, I hit the wrong one. I want to definitely undo that one. I wanted to click on insert frame, not remove frame, and then just scroll back to the beginning. Now all of my letters are just too large to fit on my screen, so I'm going to use the free transform tool. Okay, that's that third one down on each one of these, just to size them smaller. Okay, so now starting at the beginning, I'm going to bring my first letter in after the first second. Remember, it's 24 frames in a second. So at that point I'm going to right click and I'm going to insert a keyframe. Now from here to the end I can click anywhere in this bar and right click and create a motion tween. So now I can start bringing that letter in. I'm going to bring it in over here, and you'll notice as I bring it in and move it, there'll be a line that starts to follow it. Now it's going in behind that background, so just like Photoshop, make sure whatever you want visible to be at the bottom there. Okay, so now I'm going to bring my D in. I can animate it any way I want for as long as I want till the end. Do not grab your background, make sure you're on that letter and you get to move. Ah, does it keep going there? You could also size it up as you're moving it too to add more animation. I'm going to bring it up now to say there. So now you can see that animation come in. So once my D is placed, I now want the A to start. So at that point I'm going to insert a keyframe. And again, anywhere from there to the end you can right click and create a motion tween. So starting here, I'm going to be bringing that A over. Whoops, I'm on free transform. I want to be on the move tool. Well, now the A is going to start coming in. I'm going to go through this fairly quickly. Oops. And have it do a little circle. There. And just above it, I'm going to want the L to start now. So again, insert a keyframe. Anywhere after it, we can create that motion tween. So right there, I now want, oops, that's the other L. So here's my L that's highlighted, this one. So this one's going to start coming in now. So I can start to move it. Over. I might even, at this point, actually I'll do the free transforms after. And bring that one up. And we'll end it right there. So just above that, I'm going to insert a keyframe. Anywhere after that, create a motion tween. And start moving that one in. This time I'll go straight up, over, over, and down. And now onto the A, so insert a keyframe. Right click anywhere after it, wasn't sure if I was there. Create a motion tween. So right at that spot, I'm going to start bringing my A in now. Oops. Oops. And then last letter is my S, so insert a keyframe. Create a motion tween. To find my S way over here. And in fact, on that first frame, I might have it come in on the side here. Since they all came from that side, it'll come from a different direction this time. Alright, so let's go back to the beginning and watch that play out. Here, let's go back. Okay. Now, you won't see those lines when you finalize your animation that it's following. If you want to add more to your motions, let's say maybe on one of those L's here, I can use this free transform tool and have it grow in size. So it'll start small and grow. And then maybe over when it's finished, I will have it shrink back down to size, just so it gives it a little bit more character. Whereas this L, I might start large, but it'll stay large unless I make it smaller. So at the very end, I want it to be the same, size. So now, right from the start, it'll start large and slowly get smaller and smaller until it's in place. Let's go with the A. What I might do is, I think rather than make it grow, I'm going to make it spin. So it's going to come in and spin, and then I might make it spin again on that one the other direction. Maybe another little spin there. And then finally, I'll get it in place. So now we'll see that A come in doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And then on the S, let's see, what shall we have the S do? How about the S starts large and spins? So it's going to come in, get large, spin. Let's do something else. Click on that keyframe that we want to change there. I'm going to have it grow some more, I think. Cover up that screen a bit. Maybe do a little rotation. And then as it comes over to this spot, we'll shrink it back down, but not entirely, until it's in position. There. So now let's just go right back to the beginning and see how that goes. Okay, I think I'm going to go back and on the first DNA, have them do something a little different. So this one came in, have it grow there, do a little rotation, before it gets placed. And same with the L. I want the L to, or the A, sorry, to do something. So how about there? That one does quite a few rotations. Let's get it bigger. Let's have it rotate there. Let's have it shrink again. And rotate there. Spin. Spin. Go. Shrink. And spin. And placed. Alright, that should do it. Now, the only other thing is if you choose to have some of these letters start from a different location, such as the L, I had it coming in there, I might have it start up here instead. So when that one finishes, it starts coming in that direction. But you can play around with that. I think just to finish it off, I might do, oops, I'm going to insert one more layer. And I think I will draw, it's a different color though. Finish it off with a funny smiley face. Oops. So with the arrow tool, I'm just going to convert that to a symbol. Right click, paste, distribute it to the layers. There it is. Oh, I didn't need that one. And at the end of all my letters, when that one's done, I'm going to insert a keyframe, create a motion tween. I'm going to start with one over here. So that position is going to come in. It's going to shrink a little bit, but we'll do that in a moment. I'm going to bring them around the letters. And end them there. So there, I'm going to be on the free transform tool again. I'm going to shrink them down. And we came off the screen there, so I think with that one, we're going to move them, just move this whole thing over a bit here, so that he stays on my canvas. And then when he finishes, oops, I went into the symbol, I don't want to do that. I'm going to make them bigger again. There we go. When you're done and ready to turn it in, make sure you go to File and Export, Export Movie, and give it your name. And if you need help exporting, or if you've forgotten how to do that because your exporting is slightly different on Adobe Animate, and turn that into Google Classroom. Okay, thanks for watching. In fact, I'm just going to